Hey guys. Alright. Let's ooh, somebody in my guild here. Who's this? That's not somebody I recognize. That's a pile of people there. Alright, bringing back the Jett. Done nothing on the Jett today. Haven't done anything today. Haven't even done my weeklies. So I probably should get those out of the way. So actually, what I need to quickly do, make sure I have enough space on my hard drive so my stream doesn't crash. Alright, plenty of space. Alright, looking good. Let's start with the boring stuff. Start off with some dailies, good old dailies. Arcane River dailies, of course. I should probably do my Tenebrous ones too. This one's kind of lazy. Just looking at these makes me not want to do it. Alright, let's see. Oh, my fatal strike ran out. Let's move some buttons around. Make it more comfortable. See, something like this. There we go. Perfect. Start off with Esfera. I still have my sherbet as well. It's gonna be so sad when he dies. Maybe I'll pop a totem or something. Wouldn't mind training a little bit more. Getting some more money that way. But I'd always do my dailies first. Let's see. How is everyone? How are you guys? Hopefully everyone's having a good day so far. Let me just double check my links. Do I want to move it to EXP links? Probably not going to do any bosses. Let's get rid of some of these. What can I get rid of? This one and this one. Put on some EXP links. Nice. And change my legion. Right, I'm on the right legion. Hey Redfield, hopefully your day gets better. Oh, I'm not in my drop gear. Should do that. So let's finish this. Or should I swap to my drop gear? Go drop gear first. All that little bit of extra money is gonna make the difference, right? I really wish they'll let us have like some form of like build templates or something that we can swap it between drop and damage a little bit easier. This is a little clunky. There we go. I'm doing well, my friend. How are you? It's been a pretty chill day for me, so can't complain. Let me just move this to a more convenient hotkey. I can feed sherbet for another 2 or 3 days. Sherbet's been a good boy. Yeah, I think today I'm mostly going to just chill my Jett. Do some dailies, do some weeklies, and then maybe pop a totem or something. It's gonna be a easy stream. Nothing too interesting, but I don't mind the company of some people. So let's do that. Leveling Sonium? Sonium is fantastic. It's very good. I probably won't be training in Sonium until Sherbet dies. Right now I just want to take advantage of Limina. Mostly because Limina has pretty good money. I'm in no rush to go into Sonium. Some people are getting some pretty crazy rates in Sonium, but I'm in no rush to level up. Right now, my focus is trying to get some money, and Tenebris is good enough. Because the Sonium, it takes so much longer to kill everything. You do get better EXP overall, but you just don't make any money there. If I do train in Sonium, it's probably going to be like off totem or something like that. The rates are good enough for me to train off totem and still match the EXP rates in Limina. It beats the rates if I'm on double EXP, even without totem, which is kind of crazy, but like I said, it just doesn't make any money. And I want to make the most out of Sherbet before he disappears. Hope Nexon releases vac pets for us soon. Hopefully. So how was everybody's week? How is everybody today? Hope everybody's day's gone well. Let's hand this in. Yeah, it's less money in Sonium because unless you're really strong, so some of the strong players, the 270, even like the 260 players, a lot of them have much stronger gear than I do. For me, my gear is a little bit weak for Sonium, so even in my damage gear, it takes me 2 shots to kill them. So even though the EXP rates are higher because each individual mob gives you more EXP, I don't kill as much. So the amount of money that I get from Sonium is halved, and then even less because I'm not even in my meso gear. So I'll probably be making like 2 mil or less per minute in Sonium training. Maybe up to 4 if I'm on totem at most. Compare that to Limina, where on totem I make like 10 to 11 mil per minute training on totem, so it's a big difference. It's just a matter of not being able to kill a lot of things very fast for me. So until I get a lot stronger, I won't be making very much money in Sonium. So I want to stay in Limina for a bit longer. Also, familiar cards. You don't get familiars in Sonium. Yeah, I'm in no rush. Gotta make sure I don't grief myself in Dream Defender as well. Gotta go coin cap as well. That should be fun. they're collecting feedback for Jett and all those other classes. I had a look at that thread, and one of the other Jetts made a pretty good statement. One of the biggest ones, honestly, is there's two that I wanna talk about with Jett. This is like the two things that bother me the most with this class. First one is like the 140 hyper. This thing does nothing. Every class has a 140 hyper that does something. This does nothing. It gives more max HP and damage, increases damage reduction, but it doesn't do anything in bosses. Like, it's completely worthless unless you're really underfunded and you're dying in the Arcane River with no arcane force or something. It doesn't do anything. It's completely worthless. So that's like, I would really want them to like change this to something useful. That's the first one. Like, this 140 hyper is completely garbage. Doesn't do anything. And the second thing is I hope they change this one. Like, Planet Buster is a mobbing skill, and there's a hyper for it to get extra IED. Back when Jett had no boost node for the Hurricane skill, you would use this to boss and it was actually useful, but now that they actually made Hurricane good for Jett, that passive does nothing. You don't use it. So I would really like to see this change to like Planet Buster hit 2 extra mobs or 1 extra mob or something, because Planet Buster is that's it. It just hits 7, so it's quite small. 6 and then 7 from the boost node, I think. You get +1 from the boost node. So 7 total, compared to like Adele, which also hits 7, but Adele also has like a bunch of other things going on, flying around. So Jett's mobbing could definitely use some help in this department. The damage is quite good though, so I guess I can't complain too much. And I think there's another thing that he talked about that I really hope they make useful, which is backup beatdown. Like this, nobody ever uses this. It's the key down skill, this one. So like, it does a lot of lines, but it's very weak. It also, I guess you could substitute it for the Hurricane, but it's not strong enough for it to be worth using. There's like very small number of situations where you would ever use that. The only one off the top of my head is in normal or E-Lucid, where you just need to clear the golems, and you're really desperate, so you just use that and just clear the golems, but otherwise it does nothing. I would really like that to be useful. But I guess I'm just asking too much. Not every class needs to have useful skills across everything, right? So I'm okay backup beatdown being like, whatever. I just want them to give us a real 140 hyper. Like that, this 140 hyper is complete garbage. This does nothing. So... do I have plans for 5, 10, 15? Yep, I have a lot of items that I blew up in the last couple of days. So I do have quite a few things that I need to get back up to get back up to 17. I'm just gonna do this. I'm too lazy. Hopefully this is enough to clear. So I have a lot of my gear that is currently at 15, so let's see. Got like 3 arcane equipment that's sitting at 15. I have my Sweetwater stuff at 15. Like some other stuff. Yeah, so I have like maybe like 10 or 12 items that I need to work on the 5, 10, 15. So hopefully, yeah, hopefully it goes well for me. Hopefully it doesn't cost me too much to try to 17 star some items. And I didn't really think about like what I need. After that, maybe I'll try to get some stuff to 20. It just depends on how expensive it is, right? Not particularly lucky with star forcing myself, so I'm not too fussed about it. I'm just gonna at least get my arcanes to 17 and some other things to 17. Vanishing Journey. Joyful Odors, sure, why not? Why did people hate on Jett? Well, before people didn't really like it because Jett was very weak. I think now it's very playable. I mean, I can clear H Lotus, and I'm like 35k stat, so the class isn't shit. It's not bad. It's just got a bit of a meme status, but I genuinely think that this class is quite good. But there's definitely things that could be improved. Like every class has its own cons. And to be honest, I don't really care. Even if Jett was a bad character or a bad class, I'd still play it. I enjoy the class a lot. And how can I say no to a 250 crit damage Legion block? I really enjoy Jett because of I think that it's quite a skillful character. It has a lot of... The fact that it doesn't have an iframe, but it does have really good mobility, allows you to outplay a lot of situations. And I think that's a lot of fun. I need to be in a party for this. Burn a Jett? That's nice. Yes. Even if you didn't burn a Jett, it'd still be a good class. The ship is similar to an iframe, but it's like 3 minutes long, like cooldown, so you can't use it like an iframe. And I can guarantee you, any Jett that's doing endgame content, like I am, like Hard Lucid, Hard Will, all those sorts of bosses, Hard Lotus, you're never using the ship as a safety measure. You're using it for damage every single time. You use it off cooldown every single time. It doesn't count as an iframe in my opinion. It's not in the same way that like paladins use their iframe, where they can just press it and then ignore things for 30 seconds. For Jett, you have to use it off cooldown for damage. It's a big part of the damage. How do we escape screen cracks? Oh, the answer is you just have to be good enough to avoid the mechanics. That's the whole thing about Jett, where like because it like Night Lord, you have to use the skills in your toolkit and just outplay the situation. Stop yourself from getting screen cracked in the first place, for example. I'm thinking things like Papillardus, where you gotta always make sure you position yourself correctly. Yeah. Big old case of get good, unfortunately, but I think it's fun. Yeah, the fart attack is him punching a planet. Absolutely. It's Planet Buster. So quickly doing some dailies, and I'll run off and do some of my weekly bosses. Collect some of my Neo cores, get some money going. I think I've only done 2 bosses so far, which were CPAP and one of the CRA bosses. And then I haven't done anything else. Which one should we start off with first? Probably finish CRA. Let's do that. I think my Singularity Shock is probably strong enough to kill most of the bosses with my damage at the moment. That's done. Alright, let's run off and do some bosses, shall we? Have a look, which ones haven't I done? Alright, Hilla. Oh, I can use this now, can't I? I said Hilla, then I went to Gollux, that's okay. Not Gollux, Zachem. Yeah, unfortunately I wasn't there at the 6th Jett Lucid. But then again, I did the wheel run. That was quite fun. And tomorrow we're gonna be doing V Hilla, 6th Jett V Hilla, so that should be fun too. Looking forward to that. It's quite early in the morning for me though, so I'm gonna hope I don't die out. You guys will probably see that video in like a few days time. 6th Jett V Hilla. It's gonna be fun. Alright, so that's Zachem out of the way. Let's go with Hilla. So usually I would carry people, or offer to carry people for this, but I need all the money I can get at the moment, unfortunately. Even if it is like 30 mil. Taking all the money. Gotta make sure to kill Hilla before she cages me. Alright, ooh. Yay, black heart, look at that. It's so easy. Alright, what's next? CRA. I've already done Von Bon, so I need to do Pierre, Queen, and Vellum. I need to do Queen twice to get that soul shard. At least hope I get a soul shard. Let's start with Chaos. Can I tank this? Very good. I'm excited to see Kayn. Oh, yeah, I'm interested. I want to train my Kayn as well, but just because the what do you call it? The Legion is good and the Link is good, so I'm actually looking forward to Kayn. It's just Adele all over again. And it's like, but it's like not as obnoxious because Kayn isn't as strong as Adele. Hey Kiwi. It's gonna test people's knowledge on where all the hidden good maps are. You know, otherwise people are gonna be. You can't be going to moon bunnies. You know, you can't be going to moon bunnies. You're not gonna find a moon bunny map. Soul shards. 2 soul shards. Oh, 3. Even better. Very nice. I hope I killed that imp at the beginning. Yes, I did. Wait, what? And I need to do Vellum twice as well. Do normal Vellum first. Just gotta be fast, you know. Everyone prep their cane up. Get their EXP coupons ready. What? Only one. Scammed. Only one soul shard. Alright, which side is he gonna be on? This side. Alright, give me more than one, please. I think I saw at least two. I'll take it. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna quickly use some of the items that I got. Got some Meister cubes. I can chuck it on this, unless I need to cube something else. I don't think I need to cube anything else. Could use it on mules, but yeah, you never know. What if you get 3-line attack on your secondary? That's where it's at. Some flames. Let's throw these on this shoe. Why not? Alright, very good. Nothing good. Alright, what's next? Let's go grab Pink Bean. Where is it? Where is it? Wait, do I not have the marble anymore? Unless I already have it. I already have it, okay. And I can go do Arkarium afterwards too. Familiar card. Nope. So how's everybody's terror burning going? How many of you guys have finished your terror burning? I haven't finished mine. Still sitting at like 190 something. I'll get around to it sometime. Burning Shade next, very good. Well, it's nice mechanic. Yeah, mechanic's quite rough if you don't have the you know, good Legion, good Links. It's quite a different class to play. I thought that the class wasn't actually that bad to play. I enjoyed it, but it's definitely not for everybody, that class. Definitely plays a little bit different to a lot of other classes. Alright, what do we have here? Got a Pink Bean cup here. Can I grab it before it picks anything else up? Alright. No black bean mark though. I haven't seen one in a while. What's the next one I need to do? After Pink Bean. Pinot. And Akechi as well. Should do more of my daily bosses, but I'm kind of lazy. Well, let's see how many bosses we can get done. Anybody else really enjoy this fight here? Time to just wait for it to die. Love the whale. Hey George. The one time the backup beatdown's useful. I really hate how they set the damage on these mobs. It takes so long. Need to make sure the right familiars are on. I need to change these. Do want to try to get the counter ring. If I can increase my chances, then why not? Nothing a little bit of a holy symbol can't fix. Still not enough lines, oh my lord. What do you guys think? You reckon I'll get a counter ring today? Counter ring would be nice. How do I feel about the Neo update? I think it's fine. It's very similar to the Rise update. Like a couple of events ago. Very similar. I kind of wish they added a little bit more for in-game users. Because honestly, I could skip this event. The only thing I really care about this event are like the droplets. 22-star counter ring. I tried, dude. I've tried so many times. This is like my 9th counter ring on this character. I've blown up like at least 8 of them on this character. The best I've got it was 20, and then it blew up. Trust me, I've tried. Ooh, we did get a counter ring actually. Very good. Alright, can drop this. Yay. Another one for the collection. Alright, what is next? I'm not gonna do Damien, just because I want to try to do hard Damien. So let's do Akechi. And then I Empress afterwards. I still haven't got a weapon drop from this guy. I've gotten a lot of coins, but I've never seen the weapon drop. I can buy the weapon, that's not an issue, but I still haven't seen the weapon drop. Maybe I'll see it today. Okay, these familiars are covering everything, I can't see it. No, not damage reflect, that took too long. That's what I get for messing around in damage gear. I mean in drop gear. Oh. Alright, wonder if I'll get a random weapon drop. Alright, will I get a weapon drop? Oh! No, my holy symbol's on cooldown. No! He's also got damage reflect. It's doomed. No, my holy symbol. I'm never gonna get a weapon. No, he did it again. Gonna wait for that damage reflect. Weapon drop. Still not. That's okay. Oh, we got a flame. Can I use it here? Wait, and a rainbow flame. Can't use it in here though. Red flame? Nothing. Rainbow flame? Also nothing. Alright. I think there's only one boss left, is Empress, but I'm too lazy to go run an Empress right now. Alright, let's sell these crystals first. Get rid of these. Good amount of money there. I think I have some spell traces up here as well. 600 mil, not bad. Oh my god, there's so much crap here. Right, that's most of the bosses. Well, I expected this to take longer. That was a lot quicker than I expected. Now the question was what I want to do afterwards. Guess I could practice H-Lotus, keep myself well practiced, but I've already cleared it this week, so is there a point? I don't know. Let's do this thing. Get these calls. I wonder if I'll cap with just these. Still missing H Lucid, so I might not cap. So I'm missing H Lucid, Hard Damien, Normal Damien, and Varus Hilla, I think. Oops. Really don't like how it just doesn't just give it to you. You have to go in and talk to the guy. extra busy work for no reason. Alright, there we go. Okay. Oh, that bossing was a lot shorter than I expected. Maybe I shouldn't have labeled my stream like that. I'll just put Jett. Alright. But I do have a few daily bosses that I need to do. Like Gollux. I need to do Gollux. This one. Oops. Maybe I should have put damage gear on before doing this. This should be alright. I didn't do very much damage with my Singularity Shock with that IED. Might actually have to kill him outside my ship. Oh, this shouldn't take too long though. Hopefully. Thankfully, Gollux is pretty easy for Jett. Right, will I get anything good here? That's the next question. I think I have one more drop ring. Let's put this on real quick. We swap it out. No green today either. I think there's still a few other bosses I need to do yet, like Arkarium and Magnus as well. Probably should did that right after Pink Bean, but oh well. Flag race. I can't be doing flag race. Alright. Actually, you know, I'll flag for the guys. Why not? Oh, I can't even go there. Well, it's doomed. I can't teleport there from here. Ooh, heart. Primal Essence. Very good. Easy Primal Essence.
Still blind to the difference.
No Dom Pendant today. Right, what's next? What did I say again? Magnus. Magnus. Hopefully this will be enough souls for the event tomorrow. Would I use the boss TP function? Honestly, this is just muscle memory. I'm so used to not using it, so I'm just like teleporting around and stuff. I'm just so used to just opening the map and just teleporting there, as opposed to using the boss queue. I only use the boss queue whenever I remember it, but yeah. Hopefully that will take it. Yes. I didn't want to reposition it. Ooh, red flame from Papulatus. Very good. I usually don't like doing Papulatus. He doesn't give you anything good other than the money, but every once in a while he surprises you. Every time I do Ranmaru, it makes me sad still. Remember when he used to drop E-Flames? That was a good time, whenever he dropped E-Flames. Bring back E-Flames, Ranmaru. For Von Leon, I actually do use the Q because it lets you skip talking to the let's just skip talking to the guy with the scroll, I think. I think this is the last boss I need to do. Other than Empress, but I'm kinda lazy to do Empress right now. Oh, getting a lot of flames today. Very happy with that. Love free flames. Alright, let's go clean up our inventory. The item mill. Should have extracted everything before. I'm running out of Philosopher's Stones. But at least they're not too difficult to get back. I hate how you can't extract this badge. I have so many of them. Like, you get so many of them from doing Magnus. Alright. Let's see. I don't recognize where this music is from though. Hey, what is this? World Horizon. It's like one of the Limina maps. You know what? I like this song better. We're gonna be listening to Christmas music forever on this channel. My favorite. Makes me happy and makes other people sad. Let's claim these before I forget to. And I think, I don't know, maybe I'll go train or something. I feel like I should train. Make the most out of Sherbet before he goes away. No, I can't afford that. Well. Thought I had enough to buy both of them. Wait. What happened? I don't even know where that was from. I hate how you can only do these 10 at a time. Wait, is that all? Hey, look, it's Swab. I love Swab. Means hug and finish? Ah, interesting. That makes me happy. That is a coincidence. I'm glad it didn't mean anything dumb. I'm glad that for all the words that it could have been, it wasn't anything anything too silly. Let's get some flames going. Use some of these free flames. Can I get something good? That flame pretty much didn't change. Well, one day I'll hit 150 flame. Yes, I am from Australia. Let's see. What's next? I really gotta get rid of all these familiars. Look at this. They're clogging my inventory. How are my familiars looking? Ooh, I do have some level 5s I can try upgrading. Let's upgrade some familiars. I want to forget otherwise. So let's do this now. You guys gonna watch a painfully slow way of me fusing my familiars. Because I don't lock anything. Melbourne gang. Yeah, how good is it that we can actually leave the house again? Will I get at least one rank up? That's the question. Give me the rank up. Very good. Ah, I didn't even know that was a line. All skill levels +1. Is that any good? I don't know if it's any good, but... doesn't sound like it's very good. One more batch. So tedious to tier up these familiars, that's for sure. Unless you get lucky, I guess. But sometimes it just fails like 6 or 7 times in a row. Right. Which other ones can I use? This one. Those, these ones here. Maybe I should lock some of these so I don't have to keep unclicking them. I guess I could just fuse them. I don't really need the uniques. They don't do anything. So many unnecessary clicks, I guess, but yeah, it's too late. We're already here. I only have one more to tier up after this one. Wow, okay, getting lucky. I'll take it. Is it this one? Yes, this one. I think I have enough familiar cards. I should be able to push this to unique. I think. I'm just clicking the wrong things everywhere here. Alright, rank up. One more. One more. No. Gotta make sure I don't have any of these ones ticked. Especially the one I just upgraded, right? Maybe I should lock some of these things. I feel like I fused something that I shouldn't have fused. How much do I need here? 26. I was doing this in front of a friend the other day, and he was getting mad anxiety watching me fuse random familiars. Are you guys hitting it, getting it too? I'm starting to feel it. I'm losing track of what I'm fusing. One more, come on, give it to me. No, we're gonna be here forever. Alright. Rank up. No. You know what? It's not a good day for familiars. Let's just open the ones I got. Right. This is when you guys are gonna feel the disappointment with me. Just cause they're unique familiars doesn't make it any more fun than anything else. Ah, yes, very good. Very good lines. Yes. Oh, 6 decks, 6% decks. I like that. 6% decks is not bad. Because I can stat inflate. Then people will take me on to harder parties. I have so many of these ones. These, I feel like that's the same one as this one, right? Oh my god, this like, what is this? What is random garbage? How's the Bowmaster progressing? I haven't done too much since the video I released. I might do some more later in the week. But for now, I'm just focusing on my Jett just because Sherbet's dying. I want to make sure that I make the most out of Sherbet before he disappears. I don't need that. Bunch of random things. Get out of my inventory. I love littering. Alright. I think though, I might go try to train up a little bit. Just take it easy. I might want to, I kind of want to change the playlist I'm listening to as well. I'm not too big on this one. But the problem is that it sounds really loud. Let me just mute my sound real quick. So then at least you guys don't have to listen to something too loud. Alright, this volume hopefully isn't too loud. True, I haven't finished capping as well. I'll get that while doing a totem, I guess. The only thing is there's not really any MVPs on. Apparently. There is one on channel 8. Let's grab this extra EXP while we're here, right? One of my favorite things to do in Mushroom Shrine during an MVP is try to crash people. Don't tell them that though. Damn, that's a lot of people here. Why do I have so many copies of the same item? Yeah, so for the belts, because they're level 140, same with the earrings, they're level 140 as well. You can transfer them onto your superior items. So what you can do is you can Star Force the belts and the earrings to 21, and then you can transfer them over onto the superior items. That way you don't have to risk blowing up the superior items, because these These 140 items are really easy to get. In a sense, it's very safe to get 20-star superior Gollux earrings and belts. In a sense. That way you only need to try to get it from 20 to 22 as opposed to, you know, 0 to 22. It's cheaper, you don't need to blow them up. It's just safe, you know. Now, I kind of need more coupons. I don't have any coupons. Let's see. Low on coupons, that's for sure. But I do want to train. Need to be buying these out every day. At least I do. There's nothing really I want from the shop other than maybe arcane symbols. Right. Alright, can I afford anything from the Legion thing? That's another question. I think I can actually afford 3 coupons. Oh, that gives me 2 hours perfectly. Yeah. That being said though, I will say though that the amount of spares that I have is extremely excessive and it's borderline hoarding. But at this point it's just too funny for me to just not hold at this point, right? I have so many of them, I might as well just hold them. Alright, let's go grab some Legion coupons. Ooh, I have used all of these, I'm sad. Alright, I can use these. I can get 3. This adds up to 2 hours. Very good. I have wealths, and I have EXP pots, and I have this. Alright, I'm pretty much good to go. I just need to go find a map now. So I'll probably just be training for the rest of the stream. But I'm happy to answer any questions, just hang out with you guys, you know. I'm getting pretty close to 262. When I say pretty close, this is still like 12 hours of training. But that's a lot of money along the way. So let's see if I can find a map. Start channel 1. What do you use to transfer to superior earrings? You can use the reinforced earrings. Alright, channel 1's not that great, but I'm not gonna complain too much. Let's hope nobody shows up while I'm trying to set this up. Of course, I always gotta keep farming. There's a 5, 10, 15 coming up as well, so yeah, it is what it is. But at least you guys can keep me company. Nah. But this is kind of how it is in the higher levels. At a point, you just need the money, so you have 2 choices, right? I can make a... what do you call it? I can make a farming character, or I can train my main. So I just decide to just train my main. So a lot of people that I know spend a lot of time on their Arcanas. And, you know, they get good rates like that. But, you know, this is fine too for me. I'm happy with this. The maps are pretty free at this time, yeah. It's like pretty late for most North American players. So as an Australian player, I'm very happy. I can't complain. So it's fine. How do I show them as mills? This is from a damage skin. I think in this event you can get a damage skin that abbreviates it. They're called unit damage skins. So just have a look around. They usually come around during events. This specific one, I don't know if it'll ever come back, but this was like the first time they brought over a unit damage skin. It's quite clean. I like it a lot. Can't train hotel. Well, I'm assuming you mean Cernium. I can train in Cernium, but I mentioned this earlier in the stream. In these maps, I get a lot more money, just because I just kill more things per minute. So I get a lot more money on these maps compared to Cernium. It just takes too many hits to kill in Cernium, even though the EXP is better. And I just want to abuse Sherbet's vac pet skills so I can farm very fast. Once Sherbet goes poof, maybe I'll go back to Cernium and train there, because yeah, I'm gonna be really sad because I don't know actually what I'm gonna do for money, because a lot of my income for the last 3 months that I've had Sherbet has been just me toteming on like any map and just still doing good rates. But yeah, once he's gone, then I'm not too sure. Am I doing Cernium dailies? Yes, of course. Even if they take a long time, they're still worth doing. Those sacred symbols, they take a long time, so you might as well get started early, right? So in a sense, I do want to push for 265, but it's a pretty long grind to get to 265, right? You guys can watch my messy rotation as well. But it's pretty brainless. I just flash jump around and hit things. It's not a big deal. And I'm just gonna try my best to get as much money as possible and try to grab as many MVPs as possible as well. I usually don't train with MVP just because I don't like losing my map, but I think a lot of people are quite burnt out over the last couple of events, so. And I think a lot of the times people are training on farming classes as opposed to their main, and if they are on their main, they're in Cernium. For me though, Limina is my money maker, so other than my bossing. Like even today's bossing made 700 mil, that was pretty fast honestly. Like, how long was that bossing? Maybe like half an hour. And made 700 mil off of it. This is really fast. Can't complain about that, right? Okay, I'm just really hoping that all my links and legions are set up. Feels like it's set up. The EXP number is right. The Meso number looks about right. Can't complain. Yeah. Are we gonna get a DMT soon? I just saw this. Probably not ever. At least not for Reboot. Not for Reboot. They don't have a real answer. If they want to keep it at the same way that they've been doing it, like the last 2 DMTs, or the last session of DMTs, they did it in like a 2 hours block, and it just killed the servers for 2 hours. Nobody could do anything really. So unless they extend the window to like a 12-hour window or maybe longer, I don't see them ever bring back DMT. Their servers just cannot handle it. Everybody's gonna come on during those 2 hours and just kill the servers. Maybe regular servers they could do it because it's not as crowded, so the servers won't like completely die. When it's 5, 10, 15, it's not this Sunday, the following Sunday. Yeah, I'm glad you found the videos. Yeah, the Paladin series is quite nice, if I do say so myself. I'm very happy with how it turned out. And I'm doing the Bowmaster series as well, but I'm taking that a lot more casually than what I did with my Paladin. I just find it more enjoyable and a little bit more interesting for myself because I don't feel so pressured in a sense to keep doing stuff on it. I can kind of come back to it whenever. It's not a high commitment, but yeah, it's much nicer for me. And hopefully the content is better because of that too. But a lot of people have been asking for my Jett for a while, so I figured why not, I'll come back and play a little bit on my Jett. Even though it is farming, because there really isn't that much more I can show. Do you have an idea when Maplehood Watch will come back? I'm not sure. I've only been part of one Maplehood Watch, and that was the one we had recently. No, the Paladin actually does bossing every week for me. Like, I still play it to boss on because it still does make money. Like, I can do 3-door, I mean, I can do 4-door and like some of the easy weeklies like really fast. So So that's like an easy 300 mil in about half an hour. Doesn't sound like much, but it's faster than me like training, like farming off totem on my Jett, so it's still good money for me. So just like the easy weeklies, and I can come back to it pretty much whenever. Like if I feel motivated to play my paladin, it's set up already for me, right? Like I just need to go grab some Abs Lab items. I upgrade it all with some money. I just like rip it out of my Jett's wallet. It's ready. Like if I decide to push it, then it'll be there. It's also an explorer, so I can even reuse my Jett's resources, like the pets and whatnot, so it's pretty good. It already has a good amount of boost nodes as well at the moment. It has a pap mark as well. So dumb. Like, it's a very lucky character. It's already got a Papulatus mark. So yeah. If I ever go back to it, then it will be ready. Yeah. Actually, you gotta kind of pay attention to this 15-minute coupon. I hate 15-minute coupons. How long will it take me to get one level these days? It just depends on how long I train. So, on a single totem, double EXP MVP, like what I'm doing right now, I expect by the end of this I'll gain about 10% after the 2 hours. So, if I did one of these a day, it'll take me 10 days to level. Seavel's hard? Yeah, that one, it is tricky because you have to learn how to maneuver around the tails and the rocks at the same time. But it's also one of those ones where it's like riding a bike, in the sense that once you figure it out and figure out your own system to dealing with the rocks and the tails, it applies to every character that you do Seavel ever again. Like once you can do it on one character, you can do it on every other character once you get used to their like unique mobility. But yeah, trust me, when you clear Seavel for the first time, it's gonna feel so good. For 5, 10, 15, I think if you wanted to improve your superior belt, I would try to get it to the fodder belt, like the Pink Bean belt or reinforced belt, whichever one you have, to 21. 22 is very expensive and it's very difficult to get 22 star. Don't let those numbers fool you. It says 30%, but it's not 30%. I can promise you that. Because you will blow things up along the way. Unless you get really lucky and double tap it to 22, like, it's very difficult. You will blow things up. 21 is the safe play, 21 to 20, and then directly tap the belt to 22. There's only very specific items that you will want to 22 prep. It's the things that you can't afford to blow up and you just want to do it in one go. Like Source of Suffering, the very rare drop from Hilla, then you can, you probably want to prep a 22 star item for it because you only get one shot. If it blows up, it's gone. But for the sub belt, you can be a little bit safer. How do you get good meso rates without making a Kana? Well, the thing is, right, you're either gated on one or two things. You're either gated by your own money, or the totems that you have. If you don't have issues with funding new characters and you're okay like making another farming character, like say a mechanic. Mechanics make pretty good rates. Shadowers make really good rates. You know, there's a lot of really good classes that can farm. Hoyong, AB to some extent. You know, there's a lot of good characters, but it will take away totems from your main to farm on, right? So if you're okay with sharing your totems between your main and a farming character, then you just pick one that has good mobbing, and then that's it. People like to farm on Kanas because you're not restricted to your totems. You can just use Kishin. But honestly, if you want to progress quickly and you really want it, really want the money, then you don't really have many other options than Kana. But if you're like me, I don't have a farming character. I just train on my Jett, and whatever money my Jett makes, that's what I live with. My Jett feeds itself. If it doesn't totem, it doesn't eat. But yeah. If you don't want to play Kana, and you want to have good rates, you just gotta pick a good mobbing class, and then train it up, and then gear it. It's all, because regardless, if you're trying to make a specific farming character, it's basically like making a new character, like making a new main. It goes through the same process. You gotta get it to be strong enough to one-shot in the Arcane River. Gotta do the Arcane River dailies, gotta get node stones. It's all the same thing as training a main. The only difference is the mobbing capabilities will be different, right? When is Gravity Crush coming back? There we go. I can't really say much about Night Lords other than like I'm aware that they're pretty good once they're mark one-shots, but that's quite high in terms of damage. You gotta be pretty strong for your marks to one-shot. I think one of the easier ones is like Zero. Zero seems pretty brainless to farm with. And it's just a lot of tornado spam. Sherbet has treated me well, and I'm very grateful for Sherbet. Look at him go. It's just picking everything up for me. What a good boy. Do I have arcane gear? Yes, I do. I have an arcane weapon, and I have 2 arcane things ready. Don't let the Abs Lab fool you. Those are arcane. I promise you that. So I'm on 3 set right now. Once I can buy the droplets out on this shop, I will be 5 set. What graphics card am I using? I'm gonna be honest, dude. I have no idea. I didn't even think about what parts I use when I built this computer. I just asked my friends for a list. They gave me a bunch of parts. I bought them, put them together, done. No questions asked. I know nothing about computers. I knew enough to follow the instructions on the manual that came with the computer to put it together, and that's about it. I still remember that day quite well because I didn't know how to put in the RAM stick. Because it feels like you gotta put a lot of pressure to push that RAM stick into the slot. And I was like really scared that I was gonna break something. So yeah, that was pretty scary. But it was fun. It was fun knowing where to put things where inside a PC. Very, very interesting experience. Oh yeah, but unfortunately, I know nothing. Rune of Destruction, very good. I just don't like Rune of Darkness. Me and my homies hate Rune of Darkness. Keep those E-mobs away from me. E-bosses away from me. He's back at it, making me hungry in the middle of the night. Ice cream does sound pretty good though. Alright, trying to get back in Maple, wondering what it's like to go to Endgame. Well, without trying to go into too much detail because there's a lot of things that are going on the further you progress, generally speaking, I think most people are pretty capable to go into majority of the later game content. I think people overestimate how much you need to actually do a lot of the content. For example, for most players to do most of the content, you just need 5-set Absolab, which is pretty accessible after playing for a bit. Like, when I say for a bit, I mean if you have a main character and then you make some effort into your Links and Legion, get your main character to about 230, I think most players at that point can do a lot of the content. It's just a matter of leveling up to unlock more of the content. I think it's pretty easy to do compared to like how daunting leveling is in general. Like getting the gear is easier than leveling, in my opinion. But generally speaking, unless you're playing in a regular server, I wouldn't think about arcanes. If you're playing in Reboot, like your goal is superior set from Gollux and Absolab. If you can do those two goals, you can do majority of the content. Superior gear plus Absolab. That's more than enough for you to transition to most other things, and then you can build your account based off of that from there. Obviously, it's different from everyone because some people don't like getting carried. Like myself in particular, I like to do the content properly first before I get carried, or like side characters. And depending on how willing you are to be really efficient, it can speed up or slow down as well. Because I know some people play the game super efficiently. They do things like the EXP links first, then your damage links, then 6k Legion, then their main. You know, there's a lot of things that you can do. But yeah, Lucid Soul is completely useless on Jett. Unfortunately, I'm not strong enough for the Lucid Soul to do anything useful. Stat is variable. It's hard for me to say in terms of just flat stat, because I don't know what ID you have, I don't know what boss damage you have, I don't know what crit damage nodes, yeah. But if you want to, if I could give you an estimate, if you can do Chaos Vellum in under 10 minutes, you can struggle Lomian with a party of 2 or 3 other people that are about the same strength. It will be like a full run though. It won't be like a fast run. If you had 6 people who can do Vellum within 10 minutes, it would probably take you about 20 minutes to do, I think. To do End Lomian. Assuming everybody has good IED, because Lotus does have pretty big IED requirements. I think the first time that I soloed Lotus, I was at like maybe 20k stat, 95 IED, about 200 boss damage, something like that. And that was like a full 25-minute run. And that's with like almost maxed boost nodes as well, mind you. And boost nodes add a lot of damage. Adds so much damage, so it's a bit hard to say based off of stat. Like stat by itself doesn't tell you enough. It just tells you how many potential lines you have, I guess. And that's not where a lot of the damage is. A lot of the damage is in your Star Force. It's kind of hard to say. Hooked on ice cream? Yeah. I don't blame you. I am not on an EXP coupon. I haven't been on an EXP coupon for 5 minutes. I hate 15-minute coupons. Yeah, that's how it is, unfortunately. There's a lot of power creep in this game. But of course, that's how it is for all games, right? Otherwise, you just stop playing after you reach a certain point. They gotta give you more things to aim for. Yeah, but don't be discouraged. Even though like the older equipment is useless or obsolete, the newer equipment is still obtainable. How do I know? On the battle analysis at the bottom, it says 20. Right? That means I've been training for 20 minutes, and my coupon is 15 minutes long. I wasn't paying attention. See, this is what pain feels like in the higher levels. Everybody faces it. You're gonna forget at some point. Your coupons are gonna be out of sync and you're gonna be sad like I am. That's why I like to have the battle analysis up, just so that I can see the timing. But I got sidetracked and I'm just talking to you guys. But it's okay, you know, it's only 5 minutes. It's not a big deal in the grand scheme of things. 5 minutes isn't gonna make or break my rates. How much should it take me to 17 my CRA set? I think it costs like 500, anywhere between 500 and 1 bill, like 500 mil to 1 bill to get it to 15, depending on how lucky you are. And then you can get it to 17 within... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, look at that lag on this channel. This is why you don't go to channel 1, by the way, guys. It can cost you up to like 1 bill, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less, depending on your luck. Yes, this is my main. I chose Jett because I just like the class. I don't really have much more to say than that. I think the class is a lot of fun, and I enjoy training it. And training is majority of the time spent in this game. So, I find it very relaxing to train on my Jett. And I enjoy the bossing style. It's very straightforward, but has a pretty high skill ceiling, so that's enough for me to main a Jett. Maybe after I grab MVP, I might change channels. This channel is pretty laggy. Yeah, when I started this Jett, nobody believed me I was gonna main it. That was 6 months ago when I first showed the Jett and being like, oh yeah, this is my main now, guys. I'm not playing the Paladin anymore. This is my main. Nobody believed me, but here I am. 261. And honestly, I think it was quite easy to get to this point in terms of leveling. It was just so relaxing to me. I could just like sit down, pop a few EXP coupons and just hit things. Talk with friends, talk with stream, whatever. Whatever it might be. Yeah, I really like Jett. Not much more to say. Top 1 Jett when? Highly unlikely. Honestly, even if I like was as competitive as it could be and try to do it as efficiently as possible, and I really like went at it for like a year, I still don't think I could be number 1. Because the person who is at number 1 just has way more resources than me and way more time than me. Like number 1 Jett, Mr. Gangdu, he's a very dedicated player, to say the least. Fun fact, that guy has cleared Black Mage on 3 different characters. That's how dedicated he is. I mean, the level cap increase has already happened. I don't really care for it that much, mostly because I don't think I'll ever reach 275. I don't know if I'll be able to reach 275. Like, it's very steep to get to 275. I think a lot of people don't really see it. It's kind of hard to see how steep it actually is until you reach 260 onwards. It is very steep. The EXP curve is extremely steep, and if you don't have a Kish Mule or somebody who's willing to totem for you or something like that, it's very difficult. Alright. Let's go grab this MVP. I think it was on channel 8. Mushroom Shrine, channel 8. Grab the MVP. But yeah, I'm just playing it for fun. When I train, when I farm, all that is not because I'm forcing myself to. I just genuinely enjoy it. And I think that's the approach that most people should have with a game like this. Like, it's very easy to burn yourself out if you stress out about too many things going on at the same time. It's like, oh, there's a 5, 10, 15, I have to farm. There's a Star Forcing event, I have to farm. There's a Terror Burning event, I have to train that. Like, I just do whatever I find is fun. I mean, the previous Terror Burning, one of them I didn't finish, and the other one, I didn't put any stats into that character. I just did it for fun, right? It's just like, it's whatever, I don't care. I'll just do whatever I find enjoyable. I don't think about it too much. Yeah. And I think that's why in my streams I always tell people to play classes they enjoy. A lot of the people like to say, I'll ask like, what class should I main? And as stupid as the answer is, like telling somebody just play what you enjoy is a bit of a vague answer, right? But that's honestly what it is. Just play what you enjoy. Otherwise you won't stick with it. Oh, I come back and there's burning. Maybe I stick with here after all. What luxury. Burning on a Limina map. Wow. But then again, this channel isn't very good, so I guess it is to be expected. But if you're like me and don't care too much about your rates, then it's perfect. How much does one Meso gear cost in general? It costs maybe 800 to 1 bill to get it to legendary, and then like maybe 10 or 12 red cubes on average to get it to item or Meso gear. Yeah, so I'd probably say about $1 bill a piece. It starts getting more expensive later on when you're going for specific pieces. Like if you are needing more Meso gear, like, you can get just unlucky. But I think $1 bill is a pretty good ballpark figure for Meso gear for each piece. Because you need 5 Meso gear and the rest of it item drop, so... yeah, it can cost about 10 bill to fully drop Meso gear out your character. 10 bill. But it does pay itself back, right? It was one of the first investments that I did on my Jett, and I'm so happy I did it, because I was in full drop Meso at about 210. So 10 bill, and then from 210 to now, I've easily made more than 10 bill. From 210 to 220, I probably made 10 bill. Right? It pays itself back. And then more. And also it's very good to have it during bosses, so then you can get the drops like Dominator Pendants. It helps. Yeah, definitely. If you enjoy classes, it's more fun to play, and you motivate yourself better that way. A lot of people lose motivation when they stop having fun. That's kind of how it is, right? For me, a lot of it comes down to the aesthetic and the sounds. I like playing with sound, and if the skill doesn't have a satisfying sound, I probably wouldn't play the class. I really like how Jett's suborbital strike sounds. Like, this thing is so satisfying to listen to. It's like drums. Need a new gold pot. Let's see, let's pop it now before I forget. What are the gears usually used for Meso and what for drops? Doesn't really matter, honestly. Like, I use like random stuff, right? I'm using, you can just see on your screen, or my screen rather. The preferred Meso item drop gear that you want to use is event rings. If you can get event rings, they're the best ones because they're cheap. No, burning field's gone. So event rings if you can, and if you're not using them for damage gear, they're probably some of the better gear that you can use for drop Meso gear. Good stats, cheap, very easy to get. Those are number one. And then I guess after that you can just use whatever you want. Like, if you're at that point to be specific with your Meso drop gear, you're probably already like 260 onwards, to be honest. I'm still using boss gear. Look, I'm using like Zakum accessory, 12-star, tattoo, greed pendant, you know, horntail ring, and Hilla earring for my drop gear. It's like, it doesn't matter. By the time that like you start like one-shotting and farming with your character, it's gonna come from your other equipment, not from your accessories. This was a question that somebody asked earlier about the non-KMS classes. All I can say about Jett, because I don't play any of the other classes really, like I don't play Beast Tamer, don't play Hayato, don't play Kana. For Jett at least, I really want them to make the level 140 hyper useful. I've talked about this before. This thing is completely useless. You never use this. Nobody uses this. Even Jett players, they click this and there's literally no difference. It doesn't do anything. I want Jett to have a useful, or at least usable, 140. That's my first thing. And also Jett has a lot of buffs that could just be passives. Like, there's a buff that literally says increases crit rate and damage. Like, that could just be a passive. Why is that a buff? I guess they want us to buy like auto buff and stuff like that, but yeah, it's a little bit redundant considering how like most classes have those and it's passive on a lot of classes. Don't know why they made it active for Jett. And another thing is I wouldn't mind it if they let Planet Buster hit more mobs. Like, this is like all the mobbing that Jett's capable of. Like, Planet Buster is just everything for mobbing. I wouldn't mind if they let us hit more stuff with it. Like, it hits 7 after you max the boost node, and it's pretty small. Other than that, I don't really have too many complaints. I wouldn't mind if they made backup beatdown something useful as well, because it doesn't really do anything. Despite the fact that it does have hypers in it. Like there's like hypers for backup beatdown, but it doesn't... You don't use it in the first place because it's not strong enough. So I wouldn't mind it if they made it a little bit better. But then again, you don't have to have everything in your kit be viable. So it's like whatever. Let Jett use 2 guns? I don't like that sound, because then I have to make a new secondary. I don't know if I'm ready for that. But yeah, those are my main critiques. Like, if nothing else, I really hope that they make the 140 hyper something useful. Because, you know, Rising Cosmos is your typical plus 10% damage, then you have, like, your typical FMA sort of attack, you know? Like, this is kind of an FMA, just small. But it's more of a bossing skill than a mobbing skill. But that 140 hyper is completely worthless. Completely worthless. Literally does not do anything. One of the Jetts that I know stands by it and he says he always presses it, but I don't believe him. I guess the status resistance isn't completely useless, but if your 140 hyper is only used for a little bit of status resistance, then it's not that good. Yeah, a little bit of love here and there for Jett would be nice. Otherwise, I think it's quite viable class. I think it's in a good position. Despite the low damage, it is very very good at consistent damage. And it's very good in consistent damage, so I think that balances out a lot of the factors with this class. Like, it's not meant to be a burst class, and like having burst on this class would make it a little bit too good, in my opinion. It's already like really good at consistent damage, as a Hurricane class should be. My coupon's about to run out. I was paying attention this time. If Singularity Shock was a summon. Yeah, I'm curious what they do about that. Feels like my rates aren't very good in this map. I think that's the channel more than anything else. That's one thing I would like them to fix, is make some of the channels a little bit better. Never thought I'd see the day when I can actually feel the difference in the channels. People used to say, oh, you know, this and this channel is not very good. I can feel it. It's kind of gross. Yeah. I wonder if there's any more MVPs lined up, because I was only aware of 2 MVPs. Hopefully there are more. But yeah, this is a very comfortable totem map. I really like this place. As opposed to Cernium where I kinda gotta jump around like an idiot. Looks like there's no MVPs for now. Unfortunate. Yeah. What are you guys doing? I'm just training in Limina, farming some money, farming some EXP. What is keeping you guys busy right now? Or you guys just chilling, listen to me in the background? I've had some people say that they like to watch the stream during work, just like in the background. But I'm sure some of you guys are also playing or something. What are MVPs? Sometimes people like to do an atmospheric effect that affects everyone in the map. Then it gives everybody in the map 1.5 times EXP. So that's the MVP thing. It's an extra, very nice extra boost, basically donated by somebody who has those coupons. It's very good for training, and very generous of them. So very good. Training Legion getting COVID from the theme dungeons. Yeah, I feel you, dude. The theme dungeons do get quite boring. This is very repetitive. Monad. Oh, very good. Monad? Monad? I don't know. I still haven't done that before. Beast Tamer to 120? Wow, yeah. Beast Tamer actually trains very smoothly to 200 in my opinion. Some people give it a lot of crap. But I think Bear and Hawk, those skills are very good. Oh, thank you, Alex. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed that progression. I will say, I wouldn't recommend following it like super closely because the way to get items has been changed a little bit over the last couple of months. So I recommend having a look around to see if there's any alternatives to some of the rings and stuff like that. It has changed a little bit, so just have a bit of a research, have a look around. It's kind of hard to explain on a video, but yeah. Love doing the Helenia dungeon. Yeah, dude, reading those things, hella painful. Sometimes you get it on your first try, sometimes you get it on your 100th try. I have been there in both situations. I've done enough of that. Oh, it's a vault. Oh. He was here for 2 seconds and then he left. It's not so often you see another Jett jumping around. Yeah, you like Ellen Forest? I like Ellen Forest as well. It's just a nice change of pace, and you always get nice burning. Sure, you might not one-shot there, maybe take 2 or 3 shots, but it evens out and it's a nice change of scene. It's alright. Honestly, training to 100, you can pick almost any map, and if you can clear it fast, and you don't feel like it's complete crap, you just train it. You just train wherever. Like all the way to 200, like anywhere that you can train comfortably and you're happy with the EXP, then you're good to go. You don't need to go to specific maps. Alright, I gotta kill this this elite though. This one's stunning me. I hate it. Alright, how are my coupons looking? They're looking mighty fine. There's quite a lot of really good random training maps. Like, a lot of people will go towards and gravitate towards very similar maps just because that's how training guides have been. But I like to go to other maps. I prioritize burning over popular maps a lot of the time. Like, if I couldn't find a map here, there's other Limina maps that I have already in the back of my head that I am willing to train in, even if they're not popular. It's always good to have, it's good to have a backlog of maps that you enjoy using. And it's fun to explore too, like, I know it's kind of a crazy concept to some people. Some people just like to follow a guide. But I think exploring is a lot of fun. Just looking at new maps and just finding new places you can train is a lot of fun. Not that there's anything wrong with following a guide, of course, but, you know, sometimes it's fun to create your own adventure. Like, so many people that I know have never done Ellen Forest as a theme dungeon. Because they did, you know, just train at Sahel 2 or Desert Maps or Mageisha all the way to 100. But it's fun to just, like, look around at the other content. Like, when I made my Paladin series, that was probably one of the things I wanted to show people. Like, I wanted to show that you could do more than just grind. So I did so many, like, theme dungeons, just, like, random maps. Messed around on, like, different areas. Because it's actually a lot of fun to go from 0 to 200 as a returning or new player, because you don't have to grind. You can make your character quite strong even before 200, just doing things like, for example, Commercy, Von Leon. Those are like two theme dungeons off the top of my head that is pretty nice for progression. Yew Garden as well, you know. A lot of people have a lot of trouble actually getting epic potential scrolls at the beginning. Some people made fun of me, like, oh, you're doing Yew Garden, why are you doing Yew Garden? That's like so slow, you're gonna do so many dailies to get one potential scroll that might fail. It's like, yeah, but what are your alternatives? What are you gonna do? You're gonna save your Legion coins and buy a scroll from the Legion shop? No. Oh, can't be doing that. Yeah, Afterlands is another one. Afterlands, there's so many people that don't have the dark totems or any permanent totems, and I'm just like, come on. Those Afterland totems are gonna add a lot of damage. It's free. It's so easy, it's half an hour. So for node stones, your best chance for node stones is probably from events. That's probably the best way you're gonna get nodes early in your progression until you get your own drop gear. So in event shops, when I started playing, I prioritized the node stones a lot, just because they're the hardest thing to get for most players. As for like legendary equipment and that sort of stuff, it's just a matter of just more playing Ursus, Maple Tour, slowly building up your bank to be able to push your equipment to legendary. Legendary equipment is just a matter of getting lucky and just keeping at it and not getting too discouraged. Oh no, I cancelled the rune. Gimme. When my gravity crush is up, I can just full map clear by jumping here. Rune of Might not bad until it is like this. It's kind of bad now. Yeah, training 75 to 90 is also, in my opinion, quite boring. And so Afterlands is not a bad change of pace, right? I mean, you get totems. Some people don't like doing quests. Some people prefer just grinding, which is fine. But Afterlands is a nice change of pace. I don't do it on every character, just so you know as well, guys. Like, there's a fair number of characters that I manually trained past those levels and didn't do Afterland, but yeah, it's just nice to have a change of pace. More options, more good, and it's more fun like that too. Alright. Oh, this is so nice, just training. That's how you know you found the right character to train, guys. If you enjoy training, running back and forth and just hitting things, you know you chose the right character for yourself. And also for me, I really like training with my battle analysis up, like what you see in the screen right now. Because then you can see your rates, and then you try to beat the rates from previous times and stuff like that. I like to see my money as well go up. What's the most comfortable route from 120 to 140? Well, if you want to be lazy, you can just do Zachem. Like, if you wanted to be really lazy, you could just wait for a rune to spawn on your 120, pop the rune, run to Zachem, get a level. You can probably do that all the way to 140 if you're okay taking it slow. If you wanted to do it in one session, there's a lot of different maps that you can do. A lot of people like to do Korean Folktown. Like, honestly, you could just sit at bunnies the entire time. On my Bowmaster, I didn't show it on stream, but I went from 130 to 140, 145 even, through just moon bunnies, coin capping. All I did was coin cap on those characters, because you can always use those coins towards your main. You can use it to buy like transferable items. So, you know, start the event, just coin cap on it, and then once it caps, just leave it for another day, come back to it, coin cap, and then chuck all the items onto your main or whatever character you're working on. You'll get to 140 pretty comfortably at the moon bunnies, because even though it is kind of slow, you don't really think much about it because you're just coin capping. Like, your main goal is to get the coins, not to level up. For me, that made it really easy to train. I did that with a lot of my characters. I just coin capped on the way to 140. Every time it capped, I would just stop training it. And then once I was done 140, then I just bought a bunch of stuff, put it onto my main. Hopefully that gives you a little bit more of an idea of how I did it, but yeah, Monster Park's not bad either. I don't usually run Monster Park in general. The only time I run Monster Park's on Sundays. I'm too lazy to run Monster Park. But yeah, that's the way to do it, that I do it. Otherwise, you could try to look for maps that have high burning. There's like a lot of random maps that have high burning that you can go to. I can't name them off the top of my hat. Like, you can go to random... Top of my head. What did I say? I said top of my hat. Off the top of my head, I can't call them out, but there's a lot of random Korean Folktown maps you can go to that have like really high burning. You could just use those instead of moon bunnies as well. No 7 Monster Parker, no way. I'm using like the Maple Cafe medal. Because it is slightly worse than the Monster Park one, but I'm too lazy to do Monster Park. And I only really need the medal for the 10 IED anyway, so that's the main thing. You just want the IED. The stats are pretty minimal gain. And I don't want to do Monster Park every day. I do not enjoy Monster Park every day. I wonder if there are new Any new MVPs? Get the feeling there won't be, but that's alright. What do you need to do when you need a pee but you're on your XP coupons? Well, see, it's a rookie mistake. If you have to pee while you're on your coupons, then that's your own fault. I'm sorry. It's your own fault. Rookie mistake. You always go before you start your totem. Otherwise, I guess the best you can do is try to find someone to hold your map. Quickly go and then come back. Gotta kill this E-boss. See, how many did I get? Surely 2, right? Occult Cube and Epic Pot Scroll. Not bad. Now, these Epic Pot Scrolls are very convenient, that's for sure. Okay, while I'm waiting. For someone who's lazy, doesn't want to grind a lot of new characters, what do I suggest? I honestly, if you're only going to 120, if you are lazy, then a lot of the times you probably won't be going for anything more than 120, or maybe 140 at most. I think Mercedes first is still good, just because it's just free EXP makes next links easy. Or if you don't want to do your EXP links first, you can do your damage links first. I am a big fan of Hoyoung as a early Legion character. That extra damage helps you train pretty fast. Demon Avenger, I think, is also damage. I think I would suggest Demon Avenger as well. Kana. Yeah. And then the EXP links. Something like that. Personally, I think I'm also super lazy, and that's the order that I would have done them. I would have just made my damage links first, and then my XP links. I kind of regret doing my Mercedes first. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed the videos. Yeah, Mercedes and Evan are very good ones though. You would definitely, I think for most players, you can't really tell the difference with Mercedes because it's like a passive thing, but for Evan, if you have that link, you can really feel the difference, in my opinion. Having that, because then you can train in like smaller bursts. Sometimes I'm just lazy, and I'll just like go on a character for like 10 minutes and maybe train it a bit. Pick up a rune with the Evan link, train it on double EXP for like 5-10 minutes. It feels so good. DA to 210 with the Terrorburn does not spark joy. Yeah, so some classes do be like that. Personally, I thought DA was alright. For me, I did not enjoy training my Evan to 210. I thought Evan was the worst thing I had to train. I enjoyed the classes that a lot of people didn't enjoy, and I didn't enjoy classes that people enjoyed. But to each their own, right? Goodbye MVP, was nice knowing you. I did not enjoy Kana, I'll say that much. I enjoyed Kishin, but I did not enjoy Kana. I enjoyed having really good spawn and easy training, but I did not enjoy that class in general. How did I know the MVP was on 8 without a smega? Oh, somebody said that into buddy chat. So, I don't know. Because sometimes they're like private MVP trains. So it's people just... If I see it in my buddy chat, then I'm just gonna run at it and hope it's there. But I am not like fussed about MVP. If I don't have it, I'll still train. It's just whatever. It's just a bonus, right? My priority right now is 2 times the XP. That's about it. When you're in a guild and start like socializing with people, it's a bit easier to randomly see it because people also say into alliance chats and guild chats and stuff like that. You can also just ask people like, are there any MVPs on if they know? Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It's just whatever. There is a Discord for MVPs. But to be in it, yeah, I think you have to be MVP Gold in Maplestory and then contribute to the server. Like you have to also donate some of your MVPs. I forget how it works exactly, but I've never been Gold myself, so I can't really say. But yeah, when you start like meeting more people, then you start seeing these things a little bit more often. My rates are not very good in this channel. But what can you do? Neo? Yeah, definitely. Neo. But to be part of Neo, you need to be level 240 and have 6k Legion, so make sure you have that before you apply. And if you're anything lower than that, we have to check your BA. If it's anything below 1T, we do not take you. I'm just kidding. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. If that was a requirement, I wouldn't be able to join. What's my Legion? I'm at 6699. That's my Legion right now. Channel 11. Ooh, I will grab that. Thank you very much, Eric. See? 6699. You thought I was joking. Joke's on you. It's actually 6699. This is in the reboot server. Alright, I'm just gonna quickly loot everything and run off to Mushroom Shrine. Alright, Mushroom Shrine, channel 11. Thank you very much, Eric. Much appreciated. If I lose my map, then it is what it is. Joke's on them, it's channel 1. It's not very good. Oh, look at the lag. So many people. That's why I'm really scared of public MVPs. There's just so many people. Look at all these people. I'm too scared to ever move when I'm here. Because I am scared I'm gonna get crashed or something. Oh. Let's see if I still have my map. I still have my map. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. I'm gonna remember to use my 2x coupons soon. It's about to run out. 3 minutes. Oh, my gold pot ran out though. So what do you guys main? This is the first time I've had more than 40 people in my stream at any point in a long time, actually. It's to be expected. I have definitely streamed a lot less and uploaded a lot less, so I'm not too surprised. But I'm sure there's a lot of new people here I haven't met. So what do you guys main? Or what are you planning to main if you are still undecided? One of the nice things about Maplestory, you can pick a main really late and still don't feel like you missed out on anything. Got an A, B, and Arc, yeah, nice. We're going alphabetically. Any Beast Tamers and Blasters next, and then Cadena? Nice to see some Paladins around. Paladin is a nice class. Oh, 2 Paladins. We've got the whole Paladin community here. Ilium and Mihal, wow. I've seen Ilium mains and Mihal mains, but not anybody that does both. You're one of a kind, my friend. Blaster, yeah, Blaster's a nice class. I trained Blaster not too long ago on stream. I had so much fun training it to 200, honestly. It was so fun. What a nice class. Adele, yeah, nice. Ooh, got a mechanic. Edo, you can't lie to me like that. I know you better than you know you. You ain't no angelic buster. I'm gonna out you right now, Edo. Filthy Jett main. Sorry, who said that? Change to Hayato. Nice. Good choice. Hayato is a very good class at the moment. And crit damage Legion, always good. There are Kana mains lurking, but they're too scared. Too scared to admit it to me. Hey man, I have nothing against Kanas. I just don't like the class. It's okay to like what I don't like. Five totem stream tomorrow. I don't think I have time for that. Actually, I don't want to train without 2x. I don't have enough 2x coupons to even do 5 totems. Even if I had the energy to do 5 totems, I don't have the coupons for it. How long have I been playing Maplestory? Recently, I only really started like properly playing sometime last year in April. With this particular character, I've been playing it since like the beginning of the year. Before that though, I've played it like on and off once or twice throughout the years. I'd never really played it that much. I did play it before Big Bang. Like I played when there was only like 4 classes, like a long time ago. But other than that, like I wouldn't consider myself playing Maplestory until like really about last year. Yeah, the stat rolling, yeah, back then. I'll never forget trying to make a mage and running around Maple Island with 4 strength, bashing snails at 1 damage. I think when I played back then, I didn't know any better. And I just kind of rolled for as high as I could be bothered. I never min-maxed it. I'm a casual player, what can I say? You gotta throw the snail shells, exactly. Spend 5 minutes killing 1 snail to throw another snail shell at another snail. That's how you get it. Sit on chairs for HP and MP, yep. I remember that. Anybody here get lost in Elnath early on, at the bottom of the tower and they couldn't come back up? That was me. I have a very fond memory of letting my sister, who's like younger than me, play on my account. And I was like, oh, you can explore the world, just take the cab, and then you can go to different towns and have a look around. First cab that she takes, went straight to Sleepywood, and that character was stuck there for a very long time. I remember that very, very well. I should have specified which cab, not the one that sent you straight to Sleepywood. Who thought it was a good idea to put the cab that goes straight to a high level area in Lith Harbour? I want to meet the man who put that there. Why Lith Harbour, of all places, did you put that bait? I remember trying to climb back up, because you just needed to climb back up to the top, and then you were free. But those mushrooms, man, they mess you up. Yeah, the PQs were good fun. I had a good time with Monster Carnival PQ. That was a little bit later. Quite a bit later, but I really enjoyed that. The little hut. Yeah, I remember the hut. Anybody that could get there was like either a gunslinger or a hacker. Good times. Yeah. Maplestory and RuneScape were like the 2 MMO games where it really was a rite of passage to get scammed. If you grew up in that age and in that age of MMOs when Maplestory and RuneScape were like the 2 MMOs that everybody was playing in school or whatever, getting scammed was a part of the lessons of growing up. Later down the track, it evolved to like getting scammed on Steam. I remember that being a thing, like when Counter-Strike and Dota had a bunch of items that you could trade for money and stuff like that. Like that was another one. Good times. When you get scammed, you never forget. Playing drop games with VAC hackers, oh, that brings back memories. Oh yeah, the Orbis ship as well. Getting baited to come outside thinking that it was safe and dying, getting sent back. So many moments, like you just learn. You just learn. If you know, you know. Very funny to think back about it. I remember a lot of vac hackers in like random maps, and then I would like try to KS them because it was convenient. Thinking back now, that's probably not a good idea. If somebody's vac hacking and you're leeching off of those vac hacks, it does kind of look like you're doing it, right? I was not a smart kid back then. Tab, space enter, yeah. There was also a jump and cry. So many moments. Yeah. Only 47 more minutes left on this totem too. It's gone pretty fast. You guys have been nice company. Oh, hey Ray. Finally playing a bad class, I know, right? Give me a real class to play. Should have played a real pirate like Corsair. Should have played a real pirate. Shake my head. I really hope KMS buffs this class. We were talking about it earlier. Like, go on, give me Planet Buster hitting more mobs. Give me a real 140 hyper skill. What is this garbage? What is this? Can I drop it out of my... Can I drop it out of my skill set? Get something better? Can that make Strike Force good? Can that make it consistent? So many things wrong with this class. Come on. One day. One day they'll make Jett good. But I don't think that's happening anytime soon. But still, yeah, I still enjoy the class. I always laugh every time I see you in chat, dude. This is AB worst class is your username. That's so funny. It gets me every time. All right, let's get some hate going on this chat. What do you guys think is the worst class? What class did you guys hate the most playing? Why not? This will be interesting, right? Okay, we can't go easy mode. You can't just say Mercedes, Evan. You can't say those two. You can't say Mercedes, Evan, Phantom, or Mechanic, because everybody will say those four. you can't say that. You gotta pick something else. And Jett when I play, excuse me, right? Come on, man. I'm making it look bad on purpose. Wow, Adele, how controversial. Adele, Kana, Marksman. Wow, people just really hate Kana, huh? See, this is why the Kana mains don't say anything in this chat. Look, it's okay, I accept everybody. Even the Kanas. Even if my chat doesn't. Am I sober? I am very sober. I'm fine, thank you. Yeah, Marksman definitely wasn't super enjoyable to train, in my opinion. I was not a big fan of Dual Blade up to 100. I thought Dual Blade to 100 was pretty sad. Did not enjoy that. Yeah, Marksman is pretty difficult up to 200. I think a lot of Explorer Warriors are like that too, like Hero, Dark Knight, and Paladin can be quite difficult as well. It's just like they're not very mobile, and they have pretty bad mobbing. Why am I playing female characters? Well, Jett's a female. It's correct in canon. It's like how when you play a Mihal, you have to play a male. Jett is a female character. I have to play it correctly. It's easy to get carries. This man. It's like playing a male Kana. This doesn't seem right. I don't know if you noticed as well, I'm still using like the default hair and eyes. I just like playing the default, you know? How it's meant to be. You got defamed once because you're playing a male Kana. That's funny. It's like zero, no gender debate. True. But the real answer is, for me, a lot of the time, the available hairs and eyes for male characters is just not very interesting. They look very similar. The lack of customizability, I understand why a lot of people play female characters. Because Nexon knows who their player base is. It's just a bunch of dudes pretending to be girls. You know, they know how to get the money. That's how they get the people rolling for hairs and skins and eyes and all that sort of stuff. They know. They know. Yes, I am a 1.5 gamer. This is brainless. I mean, I could try to find a 2.5, but I'm lazy. I don't like using my brain and changing channels. 1.5 is very easy to find around this time. And it's good enough. It's good enough. Yeah, it's a lot of 2.5 is popping right now. It's always popping. It's always events on and people always farming it. 1.5 is just much easier to find. Honestly, I can train in other places as well, but I just felt like being lazy. This is just easy. You're looking left and looking right. I mean, I could train in Sonium, but I had 2 shot there. And the money's sad. I want Sherbet to live a good life before he goes poof. Oh, congrats on your H-Will achievement. I did H-Will as well today, and I died 5 times in the final phase, and then I ran out of buff freezes. I don't buy buff freezes for Will because I don't expect to die. And then I was an idiot for 4 lives in a row, so that was fun. They really gotta buff Jett, man. They gotta give us an iframe or something. I can't live. It's too hard. They should make Singularity Shock an iframe or something. It covers my whole screen. I can't see anything. Like, look at this. When I press this, it literally blinds me. Come on, give us an iframe on that. I have at least 3 other Jett players here, and I think they can all agree that it definitely blinds you and it should be an iframe. Maybe that's what they should do. They should replace this 140 skill with like a 1 second iframe or something. They should do that. Maybe then we'll use it. Forget this damage taken thing. Just change it into an iframe. It's done. It's perfect. Then Jett will be a useful class again. Okay, hopefully the JMS developers are listening. Do I run V-Hilla? Yeah, I have cleared V-Hilla before. Clear it on a weekly basis at the moment. I'm still kind of new to it. I can't control my character inside the Jett ship. I can't, it zooms a bit too fast for me. Sometimes I just randomly run into the strings on the ship. It does go faster than my walking speed. Other than that, I find the boss quite okay. It's just the healing familiars, right? The fact that you can just ignore mechanics on the boss at the moment. I don't find the boss particularly interesting. But without healing familiars, it looks like a challenge. Because I don't actually know the mechanics that well. But healing familiars let you just ignore everything. Yeah, like the Jett ship is like really fast. It's faster than the walking speed. Alright, get me off this boat. Need to put down Gravity Crush. Like if we didn't have healing fans, like Will and Hilla would be much more difficult. People will die out much more often. The hitbox is like your actual character. Like where your character is sitting. That's the hitbox. It's just a lot faster. It's a little bit annoying. So thankfully they didn't make that complicated. It's just where your character's sitting. But yeah. Give us an iframe next one. Don't be afraid. You already gave us one useless skill. Give us something good. I just want to live, you know? How my coupons looking? Looking good. Yeah, solo V-Hilla without familiars is much more interesting, because you actually have to avoid everything. And like, actually time your cleanses so then you can heal. One day I'll try that, but I'm not confident enough in my mechanics. In a party, of course, I won't be soloing V Hilla anytime soon. But then again, people want to run that boss properly a lot of the time, so... Yeah, I think Hilla is just a very simple boss. At the end of the day, it's a very simple boss. Not that it's difficult. Not to say that it's not difficult, it's just simple. I honestly was very underwhelmed when I did Hilla. I was very underwhelmed. Like when you go from like doing hard lotus to other bosses, like that kind of became like the standard for me. Like, I don't know, hard lotus just was like a lot of fun to learn, to actually play properly. Right, any MVPs coming up? Well, if there were MVPs, I missed it. But we'll see if there's a public one anytime soon. So how many of you guys are saving for 5, 10, 15? I'm trying to be good with my money as well, personally. Trying is the key word here. Yeah, hard lotus is, when you try to learn it, it can be quite difficult. I definitely had a lot of trouble when I was learning it. But after just doing it more and more often, then you start knowing how to deal with different situations. Makes the boss a lot more manageable. I just solo it every week. I think solo is easier than duo. Less people to break platforms, you know? Damien though, I don't have enough damage. I need to have a partner with that one. But Damien's not that interesting though, so it's like whatever. Oh yeah, the Neo Crystal Challenge. I need to do that too. I'm probably just going to get to 1300 and leave it there. Four more minutes for my coupon. I think I can get that much if I have like all my coupons and stuff like that, but... But yeah, I'm very excited for those EXP potions though. I can push a lot of level 3 links. I'll just pop it now before I forget about it. Yeah, I haven't done Threads of Fate at all. I haven't done any of Mushroom Shrine. I probably should. Or Yorozu. Yorozu is quite useful. Best place to farm? 200 to 205? It just depends on your damage. You can probably go like Forsaken Excavation Site or something. Like one of the Twilight Puron areas. Those maps are pretty good to stay in. Or you can do some of the Tranquil Erda maps if you can one-shot there. 200 to 205 is kind of boring, in my opinion. You don't have that many variety. One more minute for my last 30-minute coupon. But yeah, I don't think that there's too many good places. I guess you could go to some of the hidden maps if you're strong enough. Like the hidden armor map. Like I trained there for a little bit on some of my characters and it was like pretty good EXP. Oh, there was an MVP just then. I just missed it. Oh well. I'm not very good at paying attention to the smeggers. I space out too often. Usually I'm just, yeah, my mind's somewhere else. Just wandering around. Too busy looking at chat, yeah. That's okay. I'm at 24 minutes to go. I'm on channel 1, but you don't have to, mate. It's all good. I've already spent some of my Neo cores buying some droplets as I go. So I capped out last week. I gotta refresh my coupon. Oh, thank you, Cos. I really appreciate it, dude. My sherbet is still alive, yes. Much appreciated. I think my sherbet has 2 more days. Maybe 1 more day, I'm not too sure. But the day he dies, the day he despawns, I'm gonna be sad. I'm not really sure where I would train to go loot well, because 2.5 is like the only easy to loot map. I guess This one's not too bad, but Vac Pet definitely helps. Alright, now the question is, what else do I need to do after this? I've done my daily bosses and dailies. I guess I need to do my Punch King thing. What do I do for a living? I work in IT. I don't want to say much more than that though. Work in IT. Do stuff with data. How much Minnesota do I obtain on average? You should always have 100. At least by like my level. Like the first major milestone for most players would be getting to 100% Meso obtained on your equipment, and then for inner ability something similar. So like I have 19% here. I manually rolled this. I just could not get Meso obtained on my on Miracle Circulators. I gave up and just rolled it manually. Yes, I do data things. Yeah, well, maybe I should like make a video on farming. Like a very generic video. I feel like there's something that's asked a lot in my channel. It's like how to farm and stuff. Maybe people will be interested in that. Just a list of things that you should do. You can farm on your main. Or Kana. I guess you can apply it to Kana as well. Ooh, droplet. That's 65 droplets. That's... Wait a minute. That's a lot. I think I was at 59. That was 6 droplets this totem. What? That's crazy. Six droplets, wow. Yeah. I really like Jett. I could probably work on something like that. $65 droplets. Where did these droplets come from? The heck? Didn't even notice it. Let's kill this elite. Yes, exactly. Whenever anybody asks me why I play Jett, I just point at my medal. Yeah. Always play classes that you enjoy. That's how you keep going. You gotta find the class that sparks joy, you know? Do I off totem farm? Yeah, a lot. I off totem farm a lot. If I don't have 2x coupons, I don't totem. So while I'm waiting for 2x coupons to restock, whether it be like Legion, Dojo, event coupons, whatever, If I have no 2 times, I just do it off totem. Yeah. With or without MVP as well. Like, I'll take whatever I can get. I'm trying to push to 265, so... Yeah. But I'll just train whenever I can. Oh, class 8 folks, sunk costs. That's kind of true. Yeah, almost done with this totem though, so feeling pretty good. Yeah, I have the problem where I want to play a lot of different classes, but I can't stop playing my main. It's so hard to split resources across different characters. Because everything's expensive. Especially when I don't have a farmer character. If I had a farming character, maybe I'd be more inclined to play more characters, but too lazy to make a farming character. Especially when I just want to train on my Jett. I'm too attached to my Jett at this point. I'd just rather just train on my Jett. Why would I train any other things? But it helps that I enjoy this class, so it's not that big of a deal for me. It's like, yeah, I can't train other characters or prep other characters, but I'm enjoying it. If I keep going at the pace that I'm going, assuming I don't get too unlucky on Star Force events, I reckon I could probably make it to Black Mage as well. But it just depends on the items. I could probably try for it. I mean, I've only been playing for six months. I'm like halfway there in terms of EXP alone. And the amount of money that I'll probably get on the way should be enough to be not too terrible, hopefully. Assuming I don't blow up too many items. Like from here to 227, 275 rather. 227? 275. Should be enough money to at least 21 star majority of my gear. And my Legion's almost 8k. It doesn't seem too unrealistic for me, at least. It's kind of hard to say. I don't remember what Ray had for his equipment at his Black Mage clear the first time. But he's like way more experienced than me, obviously, because he's already cleared Black Mage. But in terms of gear, I don't think his gear was like too crazy. Like too crazy good. But I think he had some 22 stars. Yeah, definitely be limited on sparks. Just gotta get more 250s, you know, 255s, get carried to get more sparks. I'll just train my Paladin and my Luminous to 250 and then get my future Black Mage party to carry me in End Gloom and Dark Knell, so then I can get the sparks, you know, transfer it over, easy peasy. But yeah, Black Mage though does look like a really fun boss. I really want to try it. In terms of like the mechanics, it looks like a lot of fun. Just like watching people do it. Looks like a good challenge. I would love to give that boss a try. Yeah, I should probably start doing my Tenebrous dailies. I'll start tomorrow. I'm not motivated to finish those dailies today. I'm also pretty fortunate because the guy who's cleared Black Mage on his Jett, he has recorded like his runs. So I'll be able to learn from that, which is I think is an invaluable resource. So yeah, very grateful for that. Yeah, I'm not going to do the dungeon. I don't think I'll be running it anytime soon though. It's a nice goal. I gotta get to like 275 first. I gotta actually have real equipment first too as well. Be healer carry. That's crazy. Time to look for some H Lomian carries. It's probably easier than getting a V healer carry. Yeah, I've seen some H Dark Nail gameplay. That's a lot of things going on. N Dark Nail doesn't look too bad, but H Dark Nail's pretty wild. Yeah, same here, Pi. Hurricane just like gets eaten by the mobs with the shields. At least you have to like wait a little bit so you can just clear them, but it's still a waste of time. Thanks, Chill. I'm glad you enjoyed the videos. Yeah, the Paladin series is pretty beginner friendly, so I'm glad that a lot of people enjoy it. Yeah, I'll definitely be getting my cane to 200 for both the Link and the Legion. Dex Legion and pretty good bossing Link. I think after 5, 10, 15, I can probably solo End Dark Nail. I can probably solo see End Gloom as well, but I haven't bothered really with them. Just a matter of practice to get used to those bosses. How popular was Kane, Patrick, in the MC, out of curiosity? Because I know Adele obviously was super popular in every single server it came out in. How was Kane compared to Adele? Because Adele, I think a lot of people immediately jumped onto it, right? And then stayed on it for a long time. Yeah, Jason, I'm a big fan of this playlist too. I think this is the one I'm going to start using. It's one of the better ones I've listened to. Yeah, I think that was the general consensus. This stuff was only 19 start. Was this also your arcanes, right? Because I remember seeing a lot of your stuff was like 3 line 19 or something like that. And that seems, in terms of like equipment, that seems pretty doable for me. But obviously, I still gotta get lucky with some of my equipment and obviously mechanics and stuff like that. But that at least that gives me hope, you know. Gives me hope. There's shoulders. You can use the Ranmaru ones, Brandon. The ones you get from Ranmaru. Those can be transferred. I think those are the only 150 shoulders off the top of my head. I don't know if there's any other 150 shoulders. What's my stat? My stat clean's like 35, 36. Something like that. It hasn't moved for a while. Because I keep blowing up my stuff. Let's have a look. Yeah, so this is 15, 15, 15, 15. Wait, hang on. 15, 15, like it's a bunch of random 15 stuff. I blew up a lot of items in the last couple of days. Because, you know, the items were above 15, so it's not a saving leading up to 5, 10, 15. Yeah, for sure, Ray. I just wanted to see like what like the baseline for the gear would be for Jett, just because you also you did it on your Jett. So I was just curious what was your equipment at the time, because I remember it wasn't like super insane. It wasn't like everything 22 star sort of thing going on, right? Because obviously, but you also ran with like some pretty experienced players, because you guys did like a pretty wonky lineup, right? From my memory. So obviously you guys are like super experienced, but unlikely for me to get that sort of a party, because that basically I might as well be, what do you call it? Might as well be getting carried if I was in your situation. Yeah, it's good to have like an idea. Bottom 10 is generous. Feels bad, man. For you to run for me. Hey man, come on. I want to try it myself too, man. If anything, I want you to donate to me your luck with star forcing. That's what I want. I want some of that luck. I saw those for 21 to 22 taps. I saw that. It's kind of nice. I wish I had that. I keep blowing things up 18 to 19. Come on, man. Just want something to get to 20. But then again, you did farm a lot, so it evens out in the long run. I get to see only the good stuff, you know. Yeah, I'd imagine so. I want the luck from that particular time you were tapping. How about that? You know, I want that one instance of your 21 to 22 on 4 items. I want that. I need a little bit of that in my life. But yeah, I think in this upcoming event, I'm going to try to roulette all my stuff to 18, then 19. Just play it nice and safe. No rush on my items. Gotta stop trying to send random items to 21. Wasting my money. Trying to be good. I mean, 21 star everything's enough for you to do most of the content. 22 is just a nice to look at, right? So you're like, oh, this item's done for star forcing. Still your BA go, I want 270. That's wild. Yeah, but Ray, the problem is, if I get to 270, I probably don't have the sparks to do it. I don't have the sparks, my friend. I gotta get started on the tenebrous bosses. Gotta get started on my dailies and another character to 250. I mean, 22 is not a complete myth. I mean, I have two 22s. This got to 21 and then blew up, going to 22. That was a bit sad. It's just fun to Star Force things. Yeah. Maybe not Ray, but I'm at 1. I have a single spark. A single spark. If I start now? Yeah, I think after 5, 10, 15, like even now I could probably leech onto people's runs, because I know there's a few Black Mage parties in Neo, and they just take people on for sparks. So maybe I'll just do that, just collect sparks. And then I should be able to, after 5, 10, 15, do at least End Gloom and End Darknell solo, at the very least. I have a Sea Gloom party as well, so try to get some more arcane drops like that. I have a V-Healer party, so that's not an issue. Yeah, I mean, just a matter of clearing bosses at this point. But also, Ray, it's like, I know nothing about Black Mage, so I'm gonna fucking go through random amount of keys learning how to do the boss. But at least I have your videos to watch. Then at least I can learn from that. I guess the keys also depend on the teammates, right? Because if you go with teammates that aren't experienced, then you can run out of keys real quick through that as well. Yeah. Like, even if I like played perfectly, for example, which is obviously unlikely if I'm new to it, then my team also needs to play well. So don't get disheartened by Crosan failing. it honestly, it just looks like a fun boss. I just want to give it a go. Like, it felt so good to clear like H Lotus, for example. Like when I soloed that, it felt so good. I just want to like feel that adrenaline again. I want to feel that again. V Hilla did not satisfy that at all. Like, that was the next big boss I did. And then I looked at Gloom, I was like, this is not going to be anywhere as good. And no, Dark Mail just seems like a big HP bar to me. So it's like, I want to feel that. I want to feel that herbicide feeling again. You know, when you do it for like a month, every day, you finally get the clear. God, it felt so good. Oh, my totem's gone, I just noticed. Alright, let's finish off these. This MVP and this double EXP. I'm talking about End Dark Nail for me. H Dark Nail I'm not even considering. I'm not even considering H Dark Nail, this is quite far away from me, but End Dark Nail for me is just a big HP bar. Like, I've gotten it to like the last phase, and honestly, it's like, I don't know, it feels like Jett can just avoid everything. It's a little bit of zip zoop, and then you avoid everything, yeah? That's all you need. Just go like this, and you avoid the mechanics. Nice and easy. A bit of vortex crossing can avoid a lot of mechanics. Oh no, do I grab this as well? I gotta grab it, right? Alright, I guess I train until this runs out. Yeah, for me, End Dark Nail, I'm just getting level penalty. Because it's like 265, I think. And then when I tried it at the time, I was like 258. So I had hella damage reduction. I could probably solo it now. It'll probably take me the whole 30 minutes though, just from the level reduction alone. And also I blew up too many items. Am I gonna stop streaming now? Well, maybe. But I'm enjoying this conversation, talking about bosses. I'll just hang around for a bit. I just wanted to play a little bit more of my Jett, and a lot of people were asking for it on stream. So, you know, gotta give the people what they want sometimes. Alright, maybe I'll just keep going until I hit 2 bill. Yeah, very excited. There's a lot of possibilities. I want to just get a little bit lucky as an Aussie. Honestly, I don't know anything about other guilds, so I can't really help you there other than like looking through the guild tab. You look through the guild tab and see if you can find anything. There's a lot of random guilds recruiting. Maybe they'll mention Oceanic, something like that. That's probably your best bet. I won't really be able to help you with that. Your best bet is just to find one that advertises as Oceanic. Because even for me, I'm in like a predominantly North American guild. I think there are like some number of guilds that advertise as Oceanic. Ask Crosan to run Black Mage for him. Doesn't that man have a bod as well? What to do at 225, not strong enough to train in Arcana? Yeah, Arcana is kind of a big jump if you're not funded because of the damage, like the level penalty. What you can do is stay in Lachlan. A lot of people do train in Lachlan up to 230 just until they can one-shot in Arcana. I wouldn't rush into Arcana, honestly, because... I mean, there's no reason to rush. Other than obviously working on your items, you could train in Lachlan. Like, Rev 3 is a pretty popular training maps that work for most classes, like Revelations Place 3, or Weekend Dreamkeeper, or even Chicken Festival 3, like those sorts of maps. Chicken Festival 2. Yeah, just have a look around Lachlan. There's a lot of nice maps for you can use. Yeah, but don't be afraid of staying in Lachlan until you're strong enough for Arcana. There's honestly no rush. The level penalty is quite big. Just because you can doesn't mean you should rush. Yeah. Just try your best to do the dailies in Arcana, because it is quite difficult, especially when you're like fresh into it. And then like some of the dailies take you like literally 10 minutes to do because you're like 10-shotting some of the mobs, you know? But if you stick with it, you'll be alright. It just takes time, right? No rush. You can go into the early spirit maps, yeah, like what Koss said. Like the maps on the top left of Arcana. Maybe you can give those a try. Do I have a guide for new updates? Unfortunately not. I don't have anything other than my Paladin series. I am starting a new one on my Bowmaster, but that's going to take quite some time before it catches up to anywhere past my Paladin. I guess the best you can do is like if you join the streams and ask questions, I can probably help you, but other than that, I don't plan on making an intermediate guide anytime soon. Okay, I'm gonna farm another 70 mil. I'm so close to 2 bill. It shouldn't take too long. Hopefully. Yeah, the 230 map is the ones we're talking about, the Earth Spirit maps. They're not bad. The upper range 3 mil. Well, if you're not in a rush, honestly you can stay in Lachlan. And you can just work on your gear. Like there's a 5, 10, 15 event coming up soon that might be able to help. Yeah, I think a lot of people stayed to Rev 3. Like I stayed into Rev 3. Yeah, Rev 3 as well. On some of my characters. It's nice and easy. When is it a good time to work on drop meso? As soon as you can afford it. If you're okay like sacrificing your damage for drop meso, I would recommend it. Like if it doesn't stop you from doing your weekly bosses, for example, like working on drop meso is always good. Always good. 7 mil 80 IED. I think it's a bit low. Well, for Lotus you want it at like about 90% IED. Because Lotus has like 300% PDR or something. So you definitely need like within the 90s for IED, otherwise you lose a lot of damage. Like a lot of damage. But don't take my word for it. You try to run in and see if you can do the boss. Otherwise, like, it doesn't hurt to just run in and practice run, see how you do. If it takes too long to do phase 1, then work on your ID, work on your boss damage, your gear, whatever it might be, node stones. Doesn't hurt to just run in. They give you practice mode for a reason, right? Just have a look. I did that for a lot of my characters just to test if I could even clear it. But yeah, I will recommend trying to get like more ID. Like within the 90s at least for Lotus and Damien. Otherwise you do lose a fair amount of your damage. And it will take a while if you're trying to min clear it. Yeah, congratulations on your CZAC clear. If you can clear CZAC, you can probably clear a fair amount of the other bosses too, honestly. You can probably do things like Empress, Pink Bean, Hilla. I think you could probably give CRA a try as well, honestly. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try, it's free. I mean, if you die out, then I mean, you lose a little bit of your time, but at least you know. CRA is definitely more of a mechanics check, though. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Feeling pretty good. Just finished Totem. Probably wrapping up the stream soon, but I'm happy just trying to farm a little bit until 2 bill. Only another 45 mil to go, and we're all good. Yeah. If you wanna compare yourself, have a look at my Paladin clears. I cleared CRA on my Paladin on like really low stats. In my opinion, like I didn't have very high ID, boss damage or range. And just compare with that. Like, you can see how much damage I'm doing per line, and you get a general gist of how fast I clear it. What Gollux set should you go first for? If you can go with superior gear first, I would probably work on like superior pendant and ring first, because you can get the belt and earring as drops. I wouldn't recommend buying those two. You can, but if you are really desperate for a ring, you can go for the reinforced ring first. I wouldn't recommend buying any of the other stuff. Go for like superior ring, pendant, or reinforced ring, and probably nothing else. Yeah, just give it a try, Dill. Like, there's nothing to lose for trying. I think reinforced ring is the only thing you need from it. Yeah. Yeah, the reinforced belt is like kind of free, because you do get it from just clearing or getting carried, which is fine to use. But I wouldn't buy like the reinforced pendant for the reinforced set, for example, unless you plan on making it into drop gear really far down the track. But that's pretty try hard in my opinion. Like, you don't need it. Yeah, you can definitely do that, but I think coins early on, like if you don't have your superior set, it's a bit of a waste to buy reinforced things unless you're going for the reinforced ring. Like, reinforced ring is, you eventually go for it anyway, so it's okay to get it early. But yeah, that's your call if you want to set back your superiors a bit. How do you get pets in Reboot? I just pay the $5 or whatever it was for a pet. I paid the $5 for the pet. You can argue that the reinforced pendant is worth getting if you plan on making it into drop gear, but other than that, I wouldn't recommend it. Alright. I'm fearless. I'm taking this portal, guys. Alright, here we go, chicken dance. How much XP am I getting per totem? About 10%. I can probably get more in other areas, but like, I don't really care too much about my XP. I care more about the money, but I do try to get as many MVP two times as I can. Otherwise, it's just about 10 to 12 per totem, depending on what EXP boosts I have. Dominate better drop gear? I guess so, yeah. I don't know, some people have used reinforced pendant, so no clue. Dominate doesn't exist. In time, man. No rush. Yeah. I haven't had too many Dom Penners drop. I'm wearing 1 and I have 4 spares. And I've run Arkarium a lot, and so I don't know, it's just a rare drop. You eventually get it. Mechanator is fine, honestly. I use a Greed Pendant personally too. So yeah, it's like whatever. 3 back to back, that's nice, dude. Sometimes you just get lucky, right? Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you go dry. Gonna get more drop gear. $30 more mil. I think I'll just finish off the next rune. Wow. I was gonna say I was gonna finish the previous rune and then call it, but I'm gonna do another rune. Yeah, sometimes you just go dry for a while. Just don't be discouraged. Just keep going. It's just RNG. Oh, E-boss. Alright. How close am I? 10 more. Okay, maybe I won't finish the rune. I'll just go for another 10 bill. Can I solo will? I can solo normal will. I have soloed normal will before. But I don't bother soloing him anymore just because I'm in a hard will party. Yes, 2 sets of occult cubes, very good. No, I'm not in Edison's party. I don't think I'm in any of his parties. Yeah. Edison's a funny guy, man. I was watching him do his H-Lotus and he was like dragging Lotus around. It's quite amusing to like try to keep Lotus in bullet bill. We call him Belt now. Yeah. We call him Lucker Boy 95, you know? Lucker Boy 95. I'm also really impressed that he got the name Edison. That is so funny. That is so good. Imagine getting your first name as your character's IGN. That is so crazy. That is so wild. But yeah, I'm very happy with that name thing too. I managed to get rid of my accent. My accent's gone. So it's just Hallie without the little A. We all call him Edison anyway. Doesn't matter. First name's not enough information. But yeah, I'm very happy that I got Hallie without the accented A. And there we go, 2 bill. Woo! Alright, I can leave this map now. And go to my favorite map to end the stream, I guess. And I think I'll probably leave it like that. Probably end the stream on that note. Ugh, gotta go stretch. I have to do the laundry in the middle of the night because I forgot. But yeah. Sorry for anybody who just joined and ending the stream. Yeah, you're welcome, Jack. I'm glad you enjoyed the series. Yeah, it helps. I'm glad it helps. It is very possible to do without Links and Legion, and even if you put a little bit of effort in it, you get a lot out of it. So, even if you decide to do it with Links and Legion, it's your own work, right? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining in and keeping me company on my stream. If you guys are interested in seeing me clear my weeklies, didn't take very long. It's at the beginning of the VOD. You can check it out. I'll unlist this. Wait, no, I will list this in a few hours. Other than that, thanks for the company. If you guys want to see my streams more often, consider subscribing. You can follow me on Twitter as well. I usually tell people that I'm streaming on Twitter. I'm also trying to get partnered with the Bean Brigade with Nexon. So they require me to have a Twitter. So if you want to help me out, I'd appreciate you guys follow me on Twitter. Otherwise, yeah, just liking the stream, subscribing, chatting in the stream, it all helps, and I appreciate your guys' input. Anyway, hopefully you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful weekend. I think some of you guys have just started your weekend, so that's great. And yeah, thank you very much for your company, and as always, have a nice day.